Ladies and gentlemen, it's a pleasure for me to introduce to you Dr. Njakri Damages.
Yeah! Welcome to the show. My name is Dr. Damages, and we're coming to you from the greatest city in the world, New York City. New York is so great that a teacher in Queens is suing the city because a first grade student beat him up.
What?
Yeah. For those of you who do not know, first grade means primary one. I know what you are thinking. Americans are too fat that a first grade student may actually be big enough to beat up a teacher.
Yeah.
Well, I thought the same myself until I saw the picture of the teacher.
Okay.
Now, this teacher was a former football player. Yeah. He weighs over 220 pounds.
What?
Yeah. Now watch the encounter.
I could say I would jump up on the. No, don't go! You gotta be out of your mind. He nearly broke his neck. No, this is horrible. This is.
That's not it. Now look at the boy. The teacher said injured his knee and fractured his ankle. The beating from the boy also caused the teacher emotional stress that he had to go and see a shrink. I tell you, reading this only in New York Story made me feel like seeing a shrink myself. I know what you are thinking. Forget the nonsense teacher. Tell us about the US election. Finally, we saw the other side of Mitt Romney that we've not been seeing. Yeah.
I'm thrilled to let people also know the other side of Mitt, which you might not all get to see. And that's... Oh, dear.
No, not that one. I was talking about Ann Romney. She appeared on a radio show and said that if elected, she will be worried about Mitt Romney's mental health. Oh yeah. Could it be that there is something she knows about the husband that we don't know? Like hidden bank accounts in Switzerland and tax returns? Anyway. So, did you watch the debate? Yeah. So you watched Mitt Romney whoop Obama's behind. I was expecting to see a debate between a president and a former governor. But what I saw was a lousy debate between a Kenyan and a Mormon who was trying to convert him. Maybe it was because it was 4 a.m. in Kenya and the guy was trying to stay awake. As for the Mormon, he did all he could do to convince everyone that he doesn't belong to a cult. At one point, I thought Romney was talking to an empty chair. And then I saw Obama looking at his notes. Imagine the insult. Immediately after the debate, Obama sent me an email asking me if he made me proud. Proud? I was like, you made me pook. To add salt to the insult, Obama then asked me for $3. For the first time I wrote him back, I said, penny, I won't give you until you show up for the debate. Now, this is my take from the whole debate. I now believe that when Jesus resurrected, he came to America. And the manifestation of that is in the person of Mitt Romney. Still on losers, the Iranian president, Mahmoud Ahmadinejad, has lost his photographer. The photographer absconded from New York City after the United Nations General Assembly. He's now seeking political asylum in the United States. The guy's case is so weak that the US is thinking of denying him political asylum. And then he brought out a secret box containing nude pictures of Ahmadinejad. 2 pictures are making waves all over Washington, D.C. One is the picture showing Ahmadinejad with a man in bed. Yeah, and the other one was showing Ahmadinejad's small kidney, the very tiny kidney. Now, nobody will ever accuse the next man I'm talking about as having a small kidney. That is Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yeah, he told the TV news show 60 Minutes that you cannot run away from your mistakes, especially if your DNA is all over them. Obviously, President Jonathan is yet to get that memo because Jonathan kept complaining again and again that the Nigerian media are a bunch of untrustworthy opposition rats. And I agree with the president 100%. But then I was disappointed that he quoted Nigeria's Business Day newspaper in a speech to the nation to mark Nigeria's Independence Day.
No, he did.
Oh, yeah. And I'm like, how dare you, President Jonathan? How dare you? Doesn't that make you a hypocrite, quoting an opposition's rag? Now, the newspaper had written that Nigeria improved by 100% in the corruption index ranking after taking bribes and giving bribes to Uganda, Sudan, so that Uganda and Sudan could skip the line and, you know, that kind of thing. I feel sorry for President Jonathan. His instincts are always right. It is the people around him who are messing up.
Right.
Yes.
Look at what happened when he went to church and told a joke that America and Nigeria are the two countries in the world that are fighting corruption. It was a joke, people. It was just a joke. But the stuck-up people in the church, they did not get the joke. So they refused to laugh. That lack of laughter made all this noisy online news media to think that the president was serious. No, not about corruption. I mean the joke. Ladies and gentlemen, give a round of applause for Mr. Bola Tinubu. Welcome to the show, Mr.
Wait
Tinubu.
a minute. Is he talking to me or to my son?
Yes, I'm talking to you, sir.
Is that how you address your elders?
Sir?
Nonsense. You people are not serious on this show.
Pardon me, Governor Tinubu.
Look at this foolish man. Don't you know that I was senator before I became governor?
Sorry, sir. Governor Senator Tinubu.
Look at this stupid man. Didn't anyone tell this idiot that I'm a titled man?
Sir, Governor Asiwaju Tinubu.
That's more like it.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you, my boy.
Now, since we wasted a lot of time talking about this title, let me go straight into it. What does your wife think about your proposal to abolish the Senate?
Oloshi, which proposal? I didn't propose anything. I no do anymore.
Why? What
My
changed?
wife showed me how much she makes every month in salaries, allowances, and bribes, and I didn't change my mind.
Doesn't that vindicate your
Look here, my
position?
friend. I don't want to be bankrupt. I know the craze.
But sir, how will you be bankrupt?
Listen, my friend. If I stop out from shopping, I have to pay up. I know the craze.
Not even for the good of the nation?
Now my papa get the nation.
So, how is the merger talk with General Muhammadu Buhari going?
I have knelt down for him. Now his hands are tied.
What does that mean?
He either agrees for me to be presidential candidate or go back to the man who suffers from elephantiasis Jonathan and collect another plane load of cash. It is that simple, Shogbo.
Not even for the good of the nation?
Now my papa get the nation.
Wow. What did you learn from the United States Democratic Party convention you attended in Charlotte, North Carolina?
That it doesn't matter if you smoke weed or not. Just master how you read from the teleprompter.
Did President Obama actually invite you to the convention?
You mean after seeing my FBI files?
Yeah, this is because of the importance of this question. I invoked the U.S. Freedom of Information Act, and I was able to obtain the FBI file of Bola Tinubu. And yeah, here is the file, Bola Tinubu's FBI file. Oops. Moving on. There is this growing consensus that Governor Fashola has outperformed you. Do you agree?
Nonsense. Shut up. He simply has more money at his disposal than I had when I was governor.
How do you know that?
It is my company that collects the damn money for him.
Is it true that you receive billions of naira in payment from Lagos State?
What do you think?
It will be a surprise to me, considering that you fought for good governance and human rights and all those crap.
You are so naive. So gullible, it is unbelievable.
Really?
An empty chair is smarter than you.
Coming from you, I take it as a compliment, Mr. Tinubu. Everybody, Mr. Tinubu, Bola Tinubu.
Olori Buruku, go and ask Governor Mimiko. If you owe me, you must pay.
Bola Tinubu, everybody. Anyway, have you seen the great flood of 2012? That was not a joke at all. I don't mean the damage and the havoc. I'm talking about governors entering canoe and others walking on pools of water. No, it wasn't a joke. One governor, Peter B. of Anambra State, got his nyash exposed. Yeah. Before the flood, St. Peter was known to be a holy man who walked on water. Now look at what the flood reduced him to, Onisha market trader. I wonder how he dried his pants before he got into his SUV to drive away from the victims.
No.
Who squeezed the water off the governor's underwear? I'm just asking. But then there's someone who God is squeezing his wet underwear, and that is Pastor Enoch Adeboye, the general overseer of the Redeemed Christian Church of God. Yeah, that's the Starbucks of all churches.
Yes, sir.
This week, he ordered 3 little-known congressmen in Washington to include church leaders like himself in the peace talk, the Middle East peace talk. There was an embarrassing moment when one of the lawmakers asked Adeboye, "Are you not from Nigeria?" And Adeboye said, yes, I'm from Nigeria. And the congressman said, "Then you should go home and prove that you have peacemaking skills by resolving the Boko Haram problem first." After that, then you can come back to Washington and we will talk about the Middle East and how to put you in. I saw what most of you were saying on social media, that maybe Pastor Adeboye was suffering from malaria when he made that suggestion. No. The person suffering from malaria is Governor Dixon of Bayelsa State. This week, he pulled out red carpet reception for General Sani Abacha. No. It happens that the ghost of Abacha spoke to Dixon's acquaintances. By acquaintances, I mean Indian prostitutes. Abacha's ghost asked the Indian prostitutes to tell the governor to honor Mohammed, Abacha's son. So Dixon gave Mohammed Abacha the highest title in Ijoland, the Izon Ebidowe of Ijoland. For those who do not understand Ijo, it means the black axe of Ijoland. I said axe, not ass. Oh, come on, man. Come on. To understand the importance of this award, Dixon is the same governor who named Patience Jonathan a permanent secretary of Bayelsa State with a permanent office in Germany. Until next week, I diagnose.